In this Office 365 Hacks video, we're going to be looking at transposing data. Now, you can do this three different ways. You can use paste special, you could use the transpose formula, and I'll also show you how to do it in Power Query. Now, first of all, let's start off with our HR data we have on screen. So as you see, I've got some part of that data selected, and I'm just going to hit copy or Control C. Then we're going to go over to this paste special sheet, this tab in my workbook. And what we're going to do is we're going to right click where we want it, and we're going to come to paste special. Now we're just going to hit that, and then we're going to expand it and hit paste special again. Now what we're going to look for in this paste special box is for transpose, which is in the bottom right. Now if you tick that and click OK, you can now see it is now pasted our data, but with the headings, instead of being along row 1, are now all in column A. One of the benefits of transposing data in Excel using the paste special method is that it allows you to quickly switch the rows and columns of a table. This can be useful when you want to change the orientation of your data to better suit your needs. For example, if you have a table with data organized by columns, you can use the paste special method to transpose the data so it's organized by rows instead. This can also help it be easier for your audience to read and analyze the data as well. And another benefit of transposing the data using the paste special method is it saves you time and effort. Rather than you manually reorganizing the data or copying and pasting a column at a time or moving the cells, it saves you time, so it's less time consuming, and it's, if you do it manually, you could be prone to making errors, especially if you're working with larger amounts of data than we have in this example. So using the paste special method can help you quickly and easily transpose your data without having to manually copy and paste each individual cell. You can also transpose data using a formula. Now, if we do equals transpose, and then we were to go to, say, HR data, and we select our data again that we want to transpose. If we close the brackets and hit enter, you see it's now inverted it and transposed it. Now you might have seen here that these dates for employees joining dates didn't transfer across in the format. So what we could do here is we could then hit Control 1 and apply our date formatting, for example, and see that, or we could apply that via using the top bar and selecting, say, the long day as an example. A primary benefit of transposing data in Excel using the transpose formula is that it provides a more convenient and easy to read layout for your data. So when you transpose the row and columns, you get a new data set that is easier to analyze, visualize, and interpret accurately. Transposing data helps with coordinated reorientation, reducing page breaks, making it easier to read. Other benefits include minimizing missteps while transferring data and enhancing readability, since people usually find vertical displays more familiar. It saves you time and improves the accuracy instead of you doing it manually. The same benefits which you see and saw with the paste special. Now, the third way you can transpose data in Excel is by using Power Query. Now, the way we need to build this up first is we need to make our data into a table. And we can do that by selecting it and then going to Data and then Save from Table or Range. Now, once we get this Create Table pop-up, we want to untick My Table Has Headers and then click OK. Now, once you click OK, you will be taken to the Power Query editor. Here you can rename your query with a more suitable name than say table 4, so I'm just going to call it HR data. And let's put an underscore in. And as you see, we've got column headings without our column titles, such as employee name, base location, and so on. The reason we don't promote these and use the first rows as headers is because if we transpose that, we won't get those headings as the first column, and that's what we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to transform, and then we're going to hit transpose. And here we've got our column 1 with our employee name, base location, email, and so on. And then we've got our employee details in column 2 all the way through to whatever the column number is. It's in the thousands. And when you're happy to add that into your Excel file, you can click on close and load to, or close and load. Now, when you click close and load to, you have the choice to put the data wherever you want. So I'm going to click existing worksheet, and I'm going to choose our Power Query sheet, and I'm going to select cell A1 there. Once you're happy with it, click on OK, and it will then start loading the rows into your sheet where you've told it to. And as you see, we've now got column 1, 2, blah, 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 with all our employees' data. Now, as you may be able to see, the joining dates have done the same thing as we saw as an output from the transpose formula. Now, if we hit Control 1, we can do the dates and correct them to what we need it to show. Benefit of transposing the data using Power Query is that that method provides you the same convenient and easy to read layout for your data, the exact same way we were doing it with paste special and the transpose formula. The additional benefit in comparison to the other two methods with Power Query is if you're going to combine it with other data sets with the same headings, similar headings, and if you're going to do additional filtering to produce a subset of the data as a result. Now, with that, the Power Query's flexibility and offering of a dynamic solution is amazing in transposing this, because sometimes you might be given the data where the rows should be a column and columns should be rows. Allowing you to do that in Power Query as well will really elevate when you're transforming larger data sets to produce the data you want. And as well, it removes the manual errors that could occur if you just do this as copy this, paste, copy, paste, drag, 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 select the cell, drag it to where I need it to be, and so on. Alongside using Power Query, you can also use it to perform complex calculations and transformations on the data you have provided as well.